Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hero Huts stand-up. I suppose you can call it a promotion video. Next week, I'm going to try to go live, see how that works out. I really hope this mic is actually catching my voice. You know, my mic is probably trash. I don't know if it's working or not. Hang on a sec. No, I guess it doesn't matter. All I can hope for is that I'm able to be heard. So yeah, next Saturday, roughly around this time, I'll be doing a live stand-up show on this channel. I don't know if we don't have any viewers right now, so I'm basically just talking to myself. But I guess I'll save this video regardless. I don't think so. We got somebody. Wonder who's coming in right now. I think you can comment if you want to say hello. Right now, I'm just promoting the live stream. I hope I can figure out how to do it by next week. I'm going to be doing a stand-up show. Also welcome to whomever is joining this live stream. I wanted to, if you wanted to check out what I'm about, I did do a live show, or not a live. I guess you can call it a demo show. A couple of, I guess by now is maybe over a year and a half ago. If you want to check out my first Jank stand-up demo show, you can. It was terrible. I was watching it a little while ago, but I really need to improve on it. So whenever I do actual clubs, whenever this whole thing is finally over, I'll be doing them. A lot of the translations gonna cost. A lot of the slang's not gonna work. Yeah, the Spanish slang is just so completely different. Having grown up as an American, sadly, that's not. We'll personally get into that, but anyway, I grew up all my life in America. Unfortunately, got sent back over to this foreign land that I'm not used to. Anyway, most of my stand-up is definitely for the American culture. I guess you can call it that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to translate some of the jokes into Spanish, and then if I can go to some of the clubs down here, I'll try to do some Spanish. Probably won't work out, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. When I'm able to travel to El Paso and back freely, I'll definitely go to the clubs down up there, and I'll be able to do my jokes in the language I'm most comfortable with. Yeah, like as I mentioned, this is more of the next week's live stand-up show. Hopefully, we get a lot of viewers. It's unfortunately it can't be like a shared stream where you can hear one another laughing. It's gonna make it so not having laughing in the background when I get to the punchlines of the jokes. That's why I was skeptical about doing this for such a long time. Because I'm gonna just type in something real quick saying say hello. I think the texting. I should be able to see your texts unless I'm not doing this right. I can try to test out. I can try this one out. Back when I think we all remember our first jobs. It was a little awkward. We didn't want to mess things up. Maybe try not to get fired. There was a work that. Oh, hello. If you want me to say your name, by all means. I mean, I think anybody else can see it. You know what? I'm drinking. I'm trying not to have my glasses. But oh yes. Hi, Nyaxco. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I said that okay. Anyway, I was saying, right. I think we remember our first jobs. I was working as a waiter for one of my first jobs, and for my first job, I did have some screw ups here and there, but it's to get me fired. Eventually, I got pretty good enough to where I had to. There was two big tables of or two big parties of people, 15 and 15 each. So I was handling 30 people alone for the most part. Occasionally, some other waiters or waitresses rather were bringing some of the food out for me while I was busy doing other stuff. And I say waitresses because I was apparently the only waiter at this place, which helped me out a lot. Uh, anyway, so how I managed to handle all that, having that many people, but eventually I got through it. One of the tables left, so I had the other 15 people, and then a small table of five, I think, showed up. And so I managed to. I started thinking, okay, good, I can finally relax. I don't worry about dealing with so many people because the other big table was about to leave. And so I had this small group of people, and I thought I handled it pretty good as well. I mean, compared to having just dealt with 30 people. So as I was handing their drinks to them, the second to the last drink, as I was handing that to this appropriate person, the leftover drink that was sitting on the tray had tipped over, and sadly the drinks were spilled down the kid's back. Uh, an ice cold drink, being nighttime, this kid let out such a horrible scream. It scared the hell out of me. I don't know. I thought the worst. I don't know what could have happened that made this kid yell so horribly. It. I don't know how the music stopped, but it did, and everybody just looked in that same direction. And the the dad who was able to see exactly what happened, he started laughing his his ass off. He couldn't stop. Eventually, uh, but I was shocked. I didn't know what I was gonna do. That was the first major screw up that I had working as a waiter, and for it to be that bad, uh, for the kid to scream like that, I felt so bad. So I offered to take care of the bill for the whole thing for them. But the father was cool. Hey man, accident happened. Besides, it was just water. He'll be all right. And the kid, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but he was like 13ish, so he was an okay kid. He wasn't that bad off. What's a little ice cold water down your back when you don't expect it, right? Um, so I still feel bad. I decided to give him a free dessert without telling. I knew they weren't gonna let me. So yeah, it worked out a little bit for the kid. Having the cold ass drink spilled down your back, get a free dessert out of it. No, good for him. But that was that was embarrassing as hell. There was another time that there was a similar incident. I had I was it was the same setup. It was stupid. I don't know how uh, I got myself into it again. Second to the last drink to its person. The drink that was on the tray this time it was kind of bad. The kid had ice cold water down his back. It wasn't that bad off. He didn't get all sticky from soda. Uh, this time, yeah, the beer had just tipped over and like the whole bottle just flipped into the lady's purse. So like when I was trying to fish the bottle out, I picked it up and then it slipped out of my hand. So the rest of the beer just kind of it went into her purse. Like it was done. The bottle was empty. Her purse was completely messed up. Um, the first thing she said was like, "Man, I don't even drink beer. This is like it was the most ironic thing to have happened." Now she had probably ruined her purse. I hope it wasn't expensive, but they were there at. I think they were there for a meeting because either that or they just left one. And so uh, she started pulling stuff out of the purse, and you saw everything just soaked. I didn't know. I was hoping her phone wasn't in there, and anything else that was expensive. Luckily for me, she didn't have anything like that, and so she was also cool. I looked at twice. She didn't make a big deal out of it. Everything in there was easily replaceable. Yeah, it was definitely a good thing her phone wasn't in there. I think I ruined the checkbook, maybe some makeup, but it was fine. I don't know how I'm planning on doing this promotion for, but I guess we can just keep going. There was a time when your life was your follows, right? I need a drink. If I was being sponsored, I'd totally tell you what I'm drinking. But as I am not being sponsored, uh, sorry, no telling you what I'm drinking. Anyway, yes, when we were younger, how many of you jumped on trampolines when you were younger? Your summer uh, spent most of the time on the trampoline. We had a very small group of us. It was really just four of us as the main group, and then we had the occasional other friends who would come by. So we were all just doing our trampoline we thought was a trick, which probably wasn't. Um, so a friend of ours, uh, we'll call him Zach, because that's his name, Zach. So he was doing he was about to start jumping to do his trick, and he was like, "Okay, nobody bounce me or double bounce me." If you don't know what that is, it's when somebody helps another bounce extra high by landing right as they land, so it'll shoot them up even higher. And so that's what he asked for us not to do. The first thing he did was look at me when he said that, which he had every right to do so, considering what happens. So what he was going to do was get a little air, bounce on his knees, and do a front flip, which he would then land on his feet. And because he's done it before, but he was getting better at it. So when he was going to go ahead and try, he's doing his thing, couldn't resist. So as I saw him get air and he was about to land on his knees, I decided to jump in and give him the little help that he didn't ask for. In fact, he specifically demanded not to help him out. So as I saw the horrible look on his face as I came in, gave him that boost he didn't want, as he just flew across the freaking trampoline, rocketing towards the springs, falling in there head first. And because he has so much momentum, his body just kept flying over the side. And as, as I saw his body just flopping over to the side, I broke. I was rolling around on the trampoline, laughing my ass off. My other two friends were jumping off. They were being the good ones. They jumped off, hoping Zach was okay. And all I saw was Zach getting up with tears in his eyes, telling me, "What the hell did I just tell you? That's exactly what I didn't." And I couldn't apologize. There was no way I could. Not the way I was laughing. What I imagined, what happened to him, was I thought his head had popped off, and that's why his body kept going, and his head eventually rolled onto his body. I don't know why. That was the only thing that came into my mind when I saw him tumbling over the trampoline. Eventually, I guess you can say I got karma handed to me after doing such a stupid thing to him. I was gonna go ahead and do my trick. Yeah, this was a couple of days later. So my plan was to jump off the jump, get some air from the trampoline, kick off off a building, the side of the building which we were next to, and then do a backflip off of that. Unfortunately, that didn't work out for me because when I got the air, I didn't get close enough to the trampoline, and so when I kicked with my feet, I hit nothing. So my body still had enough momentum to do kind of a flip, but the only I didn't rotate enough, so my feet were straight up, and I went down head first, or face first to the metal pole where the springs are, busting my head open. Uh, Somewhere on my forehead is where the scar used to be. gone down for it so much. I don't remember where it went. It happened. I mean, I know I failed doing the trick, but no need to just stop doing what you're doing. And I thought I was sweating, so I decided to wipe my. I don't know how I didn't notice that it was blood over sweat, but it was that was, I guess, had deserved for doing such a thing to a friend of mine. But if we turned out okay, maybe. If not, that could explain a lot. There was that. I don't know if that's going to be it for now. I don't want to give too much. I don't tell too many of the jokes that I have listed. Those could be the only ones. Uh, those were some I plan on doing, but I most likely won't say them again for the show next. Thanks again for tuning in, whomever it is else is there. I think it's just you, Nixco, Nixco X. This was more of a spontaneous live stream, so I didn't expect it to have many viewers. Yeah, next week around in 1 hour from now, whatever time it is for you. Right now, it's about to be 10 for me, so I'm gonna start the show at 9. But what is it? The premiere for next week. So I guess keep an eye on that if you want to watch me trying to get my stand up going. Oh, look, another viewer. My stand up for next week. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna play some Yu-Gi-Oh or Edopro. If you guys have that, I need some footage for some tag duels and some 3v3s. If you want to join that, you can follow my Edo or my Discord, so you can regularly play with me if you want to, or and you can be part of the videos, assuming our team wins. My Discord is Jankmaker, one word, with the hashtag numbers 8829. But yes, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry the second viewer that only caught a little bit. I'll go ahead and I think I can save this video so you can. But as I said, thank you again for joining this sudden live show. Keep in mind the next couple videos they make out. Hopefully, I can get some for the show. And all right, I guess I'll go ahead and hit this end stream right here. Again, thank you, Natsuko, for watching till the end. It probably wasn't much of an entertainment at this time. I really need to get stop saying obviously that I'm annoying myself doing that, but that's what practice is for, right? All right, Hero had signing off, or maybe I should go with Jankmaker, putting Yu-Gi-Oh and making AMVs. All right, Jankmaker out.